This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube. Now, live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk in the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson, it's Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley. Tonight, no dogs in the garden and no junior hockey either. COVID's winning again. Disappointing, isn't it? I'm Harry Von Stuttgart, and here with all the details and the headlines and everything else you need to know about sports is our friend and his Steve, the Baxman. Hey, how you doing? Good evening, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to this very wildly packed show. Well, somewhat wildly packed, like my hair. This show, too, is destined to change. Anyway, it is the 29th day of December, which means this crap fest of a year is about done, and I am so freaking glad of it. Anyway, let's get on with it because you asked for sports, and we're going to give you sports. Why? Because that's our name. That's in our name, kids. That is in our name, yes. Actually, thought this was called Fred. By the way, thank you, Harry, for the intro. And there we go. Thank you. And let's get it all started as soon as our issues end. Thank you. Come on. No, we don't need any health products. All right. Let's rock and roll. With NC2A football. That's right. In the Alamo Bowl, 5:41 left to play. Excuse me. See, this is what we mean by changes. Everything changes. We are live, after all. About 4:55 left to play in the third quarter. 14th ranked Oregon is losing to 16th ranked Oklahoma to 18 in the Alamo Bowl. In the Pinstripe Bowl, Maryland beat Virginia Tech 54-10. In the Cheez-It Bowl, 19th ranked Clemson defeated Iowa State 20-13. The Fenway Bowl, as we said, canceled. Excuse me, pardonnez-moi. Let me just do this here so we can make sure that I'm reading it correctly. Hey, Dandelion Fluff, how you doing? Yeah, I just made it here. I was over on Mandy's channel. She's going to be doing, in, I think, 2023, she's going to be doing a cosplay calendar, which is very good. Next year, 2022, for those of you who love horror films, you will love this. Next year, I think it's February 11th, Blood Bash is coming back to Jackson. For about a couple of years, the event was canceled due to COVID restrictions. But one of the organizers saw me at the 7-Eleven. Can I help it if I love their Slurpees? Yeah, went over there to get papers and a Slurpee because, let's face it, I was owed a Slurpee for my birthday and everything. Couldn't get it. I did, and it was good. Anyway, I asked her if Blood Bash was coming back, and she said, yep. But the other convention they have, which is called Mega XP, will probably be back in 2023. So there you go. And my friend Angie, I have a feeling is getting tickets for that for 5 people, which means her, Jay the Brain Man, and Yuki Tanaka, and of course, too, would be me and my mom. So I will tell you who I'm going to be dressed up as, but I'd rather that remain a secret. And yes, I am going to try to live stream portions of the event. So, knock on literal wood here at the Fred McLeod Sports Desk. We're going to have some fun, finally, here in Jackson. Yay. So that'll be something to look forward to. February 11th, I do believe. We will find out more information as the weeks follow. Yeah, it is. And I'm going to try to stream the event, do a live stream. I got to get a new phone for that. And I'm hoping I can do that when the calendar flips over to 2022. So everything will be nice and ready and just fulfilling. Okay, with that said, ladies and gents, boys and ghouls, let's give you some scores from the football games for tonight. The bowl games, as good as we can get. And I'm glad they put the dates up here because it would be confusing without the dates. But the Valero Alamo Bowl in the 3 minutes in the third quarter, 16th ranked Oklahoma is beating 14th ranked Oregon 44-18. Clemson, 19th ranked football team, just beat Iowa State 20-13 in the Cheez-Its Bowl. In the New Era Pinstripe Bowl, it was Maryland 54, Virginia Tech 10. In the Fenway Bowl, it was SMU and Virginia. They were postponed. Yes, postponemented. So, and to officially mark this, let's go with the bowl schedule and the cancellations therein. Yes, friends, here we go. Let's see. Do we have canceled bowl games, please? Do we have any canceled bowl games? Holiday Bowl got canceled. Yep, the Holiday Bowl got canceled. Boo-hoo. They joined about 4 other games that have also been given the axe, if you would. So there we go on that. Let's go over to the infamous. Oops. Hey, come on. Give me a break. Let's hit it right there. Thank you. Okay, let us now go from college football to the hard synthetic ice of the National Hockey League. It is our hockey segment. So here we go. At the end of 2 periods, or as we like to call it, at the beginning of the second intermission, Philadelphia Flyers, who are still on the power play, and the Seattle Kraken are tied at 1. With 9:56 left to play in the second period, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks lead the Canucks with, of course, our favorite thing in the free world, the Molson 3-star selection. You have to be careful. New Jersey Devils over the Buffalo Sabres 4-3. Hughes for New Jersey, 1 goal, 2 assists. Thompson for Buffalo, 2 goals, and Bratt for New Jersey, 1 goal and 2 assists. Washington Capitals beat the Nashville Predators 5-3. Kuznetsov for Washington, 1 goal. Wilson for Washington, 1 goal and 3 assists. Trennan for Nashville, 1 goal. Florida Panthers over the New York Rangers 4-3. Well, I declare for Florida, 1 goal. Weegar for Florida, 1 goal. That's Weegar, 1 goal. And Panarin for the Rangers, 1 goal and 1 assist. St. Louis Blues, you got a spell on me. St. Louis Blues, you beat the Oilers 4-2. Tarasenko for St. Louis got 1 goal and 2 assists, by God. Carew for St. Louis, he got 1 goal, 2 assists, that true. Then there's Thomas for St. Louis, he only got 1 goal. Those are your 3-star selection. And now your postponements. The Bruins and the Senators got postponed now. The Blackhawks and the Jets followed that up. With the Red Wings, Islanders are gone. Penguins, Maple Leafs move on. Stars and Avalanche due to boop, 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 boop. That's right, kids. All right, there you go. Yes, crooning the sports. That's why they don't pay me the big bucks. Okay, let's get some confining to that there college scoreboard for the men's division for hockey. Are there any hockey games in college? Yes, huzzah! In the Great Lakes Invitational, number 18, Michigan Tech, and number 3, Michigan, scoreless in overtime. That's right, so that's your final score, goose eggs. 4th-ranked Western Michigan defeated Michigan State 3-1. In the holiday face-off, Bowling Green over Yale. Raw, Yale, raw. Buffy, Muffy, Mumsy and I will be in the car doing we'll be wrestling in the back seat. Please don't come unless you're knocking on the door. If you do come, just knock on the door. Mommy and I will be ready. Jokes is jokes, folks. Jokes is jokes. 2-1 final score. Bowling Green over Yale. 16th ranked Providence and Wisconsin. Don't know what happened to them. We don't have a score from them. Boy, they're lousy at printing things up. You know, there is such a thing, and there is such a device called a phone. Anyway, in the non-conference action, 15th ranked UMass Lowell over St. Lawrence, 3-2. We did that. How about women's hockey? No games were shedded or scheduled. Yes, no games scheduled for women's hockey in the NC2 Alphas. Let's rock it to what they call them their American Hockey League. And here we go. 13:05 left to play in the third. It's a 2-2 tie between the Ontario Reign and the Bakersfield Condors. And here we go again. Gotta sing these. So here are the postponed games of the AHL. They got postponed due to COVID. The Utica Comets were to play against the Springfield Thunderbirds. I gotta say, the Cleveland Monsters, they were ready to go against the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. You had the Crunch of Syracuse going after the Rocket of Laval. Then the Stockton Heat tried to play against the Barracuda from San Jose. Followed by the Henderson Silver Knights and the San Diego Gulls said bye-bye. But the Hartford Wolfpack beat the Bridgeport Islanders 3-2. Woo-woo. The Hershey Bears, they growled and pawed till they clawed the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. 6-1 was the final score. Iowa Wild in overtime beat the Colorado Eagles 3-2. And the last game of the night, Rochester Americans, they beat the Providence Bruins 5-3. Was the end of the game. All right, let's kick it to Ontario. That's right, folks. We sing you hockey. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, Goodums. Oh, Goodums? Yes, oh, Goodums. Here we go. In a shootout, Saginaw beat Flint up 4-3. Oh, golly gee. North Bay is next. They lost to Mississauga 5-4. London and Sarnia, they were postponed due to COVID. Da, 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 da. Sudbury and the Sioux played extra, but the Sioux beat Sudbury 5-4, and that is all. That is all from the Ontario Hockey League.com. And I apologize to the nation of Canada. I love their national anthem, and I tried to sing it properly. Anyway, yes, I'm crooning the sports, and probably with my lame singing of the sports score version of the Canadian national anthem, have probably given that Guy Trudeau a good shot to ban me from Canada. Please don't ban me from Canada. I love that place. I love Canada. Canada is my second land. It's true. I love Canada. I was weaned on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC, Channel 9 in Windsor, CKLW. I watched Canadian television from Jackson. I did. Our cable system had what was then known as CKLW, then CBET, and it was good. I watched Sesame Street. I watched Mr. Dress Up. I watched Knowlton Nash. I watched The National. I hit puberty as did many other red-blooded American boys, when we watched Newsday on Channel 9 and saw Sue Prestige. And anyway, I've talked enough about my favorite land, Canada, where the women are beautiful and the guys, well, they just are waiting their chances to date. Anyway, that was insane, wasn't it? Nice little collective thought. A thought occurred to me as we go down to the minor leagues of hockey. And let's see, we've already done one, we've done the other. Let's see if the ECHL is up and ready, and then we'll do some. And we'll do a quickie little tutu to the magic person who is Nick Ricada. There's the ECHL. Let's see if everyone is hookadokers. Hey, this is nice. Okay, let's nope, let's not do the Geico. Let's go over here, boom the scores, and I think we should have some good things to say as things start to spin around and around and around and around. All right, let's see here. Do we have anything to discuss atoid here? I thought we did. Wow. So I guess yeah, Friday. They'll be back up Friday. Good. Okay, so that is the CHL. They'll be back Friday. That's right. I'm going to start singing the sports. Now to the Southern Professional Hockey League, or as we like to call them, the Spiel. Let's get over to the scores and we see where the scores are. There's no. You're kidding. There is no action. Thursday there'll be action. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's so nice. So nice. They will have action. Let's go to the Federal Prospects Hockey League, find out how they're doing. Yes, we're going to find out how they're doing. Yes, indeed. No game center. Scores. Have we got any scores for tonight? Oh, please. Let there be scores tonight. Let there be scores. Shooby dooby doo 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 doo. All right. Carolina beat Delaware by a score of 9-5. What a way to make a living. And Binghamton defeated Danbury 7-5. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, means one thing. We have closed the book on our hockey segment. Yay. Let's Dane. Okay, let's damn. Let's go to before we do that, we got to give you one little plug. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little plug-a-poos. Right. I do believe Nick Rikita has got a good thing tonight. Yes, he does. Tonight, midnight Eastern time, we got Kim Potter Juror Report Review and Jack Murphy Revenge Porn Crusade. Those are just some of the subjects. The humble Minnesota attorney, Mr. Nick Rikita, will be talking about tonight on Lost Plain the Interwebs in a few moments on the Rikita Law Network on YouTube. Right now on our stage, we go from the synthetic ice to Joy Rapture. Can we hit the button? There we go. There we are. There it is. Okay, let's get you the scores for the NBA. We have 2 games that are still going on, round and round. What goes around comes around, and here we go. The 7:39 remaining in the game. The Utah Jazz lead the Trailblazers 107-87. 6:25 left to play in the third. Sacramento Kings lead the Mavericks 68-58 Raw. Final scores. Indiana Pacers beat the Charlotte Hornets. No, the other way around. The Hornets, they beat the Pacers 116-108. The Knicks beat the Pistons 94-85. With the Clippers beating the Celtics 91-82. The Chicago da 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 da. Start spreading the news. The Bulls beat the Atlanta Hawks 131-117. Oh joy, oh joy. You got the Grizzlies from Memphis. They beat the Lakers 104-99. Oy vey. Here comes the Suns. They're in Phoenix. They beat the Thunder from Oklahoma City 115-97. That is all the games that were played. Heat and Spurs were postponed. The Heat and Spurs were postponed. Okay, let's get to more sports. Yeah, tonight I figure I was going to sing the sports. Here we go, waffling and shouting graciously. Let us give you the sports. Women's basketball. All right. right, there's a ton of them. So let's talk about it, shall we? All right, here we go. Yes, I'm crooning the sports. Call me. In fact, there, I'll put on my crooning hat. All right, here we go. Third ranked Purdue over Nichols, 104-90. Sixth ranked Kansas over Nevada, 88-61. 11th ranked Auburn beat 16th ranked LSU 70-55. 10th ranked Michigan State over High Point 81-68. 19th ranked Alabama over 14th ranked Tennessee 73-68 OG. 21st ranked Providence did in 15th ranked Seton Hall 70-65. Oh yeah. 18th ranked Kentucky over Missouri 83-56 was the score you see. Then the 24th ranked Wisconsin team beat Illinois State 89-85. Second-ranked Duke and Clemson were postponed due to COVID, as was Temple and 22nd-ranked Villanova. There you go. All right, let's hit our next line, which is, oops, we scooped. Okay, there we are. Full scoreboard, boys. Full scoreboard. Thank you. Here we go. 9:47 left to play in the fourth. It's 16th ranked Oklahoma. They beat 14th ranked Oregon. Well, actually, they're leading 14th ranked Oregon 44-25. Final scores. We got your final scores right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the foot. Why didn't you guys tell me that I'm doing football scores? Grr. Let's see. Let's get to the ladies, please. Not ladies football. I don't know if the ladies play football. No, they did long ago. Lingerie Football League. Okay, here we go. The women, 10th ranked Baylor over North Texas, 86-65. 22nd ranked South Florida beat Jacksonville, 70-57. And those are the games that were played. Marquette and UConn were postponed. So two were Texas and Alcorn State. Yes, sir. Now we got the G League. And then we're done with the B-ball. Shooby-dooby-dooby-doo-bop-a-dee-ba-doo-ba. Aloha, oi! Aloha, oi! Oh. All right, let's keep this puppy going. You know where we gotta go. Yep, right there. No, Wednesday. Thank you. Hey, get back there. Thank you. And here we go. Oh, joy, oh, rapture. Monday, Tuesday. Oh, I forgot. The G League postponed their games from December to January. So force of habit for us, force of habitational. All right, let's get on to the headlines then. We're at 12:10. 10 minutes to 12. So here we go. Yeah. Okay, we have your Week 17 injury report. So let's see. Do we have well, we're having to wait a little longer for that. So we don't have the injury reports in figurativness. There's no Thursday games on the docket, so it'll be Sunday and Monday night that we will worry about. So we have no reports yet. So that means the rabbi is not, but he will be with us on our Saturday show. And can we, if there's a way we can, bop, 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 bop. Oh boy, there we go. Come on, there we go. All right. Let's get to the headlines here, kids. And it looks like the Australian Open will be first of the 4 Grand Slams to be possibly postponed. That's right. Why? Well, Novak Djokovic withdrew from the ATP Cup on Wednesday, furthering speculation of the world's number one also missing the upcoming Aussie Open. The ATP declined to give a reason for Djokovic's withdrawal, and the 20-time Grand Slam winner is not dealing with any known injuries. The ATP Cup will begin January 1st in Sydney, just 16 days before the Australian Open start in Melbourne. Dusan Lajokovic will replace Djokovic on Serbia's roster for the ATP Cup, a team event featuring 16 countries. Djokovic's COVID-19 vaccination status could very well have factored into his decision. The ATP Cup didn't establish a vaccination mandate, but the Australian Open is requiring every player to get jabbed or get a medical exemption to compete. Djokovic has repeatedly refused to say whether he's vaccinated or not. While speaking to the Melbourne Australian media last week, Aussie Open director Craig Tilley was adamant his tournament won't allow unvaccinated players participation regardless of their star status. And here is the exact quote that Tilley said per The Guardian. If Novak shows up at the Australian Open, he'll either be vaccinated or he'll have a medical exemption, end quote. Djokovic, the defending Aussie Open champion, is on the tournament's entry list despite doubts of his participation. He's won the Grand Slam event 9 times, including last year. Now, in late November, Srđan Djokovic, Novak's father, told Serbian television his son would probably miss his chance to defend his Australian Open title over the tournament's vaccination mandate. Ew. Djokovic's 20 Grand Slam single titles are tied with Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer for the most ever. All 3 players are skipping the Aussie Open, the latter with 2 injuries. Wow. Okay, let's get to the end. No, we've already done that. Man, I'm going to have a nice little discussion with the control room. There we go. Okay, folks. Let there be a Texas two-step here, kids. For the first time since his virtual appearance at Media Day 3 months ago, Kyrie Irving spoke to reporters on Wednesday after practicing with the Brooklyn Nets. Irving, still unvaccinated against COVID-19 and thus ineligible to play in home games or road games against the Knicks and Toronto Raptors, repeatedly told reporters that he is grateful to be back. Irving cleared health and safety protocols on Tuesday, shortly after Irving's media availability. Mark Levine, a New York City councilman who chairs the council's health committee, tweeted that there were a record 39,591 new COVID cases in the city on Wednesday and 770 new hospitalizations. Oh, boy. Earlier this month, the Nets reversed course on their decision to not let Irving be less than a full participant in the 2020-2021 season. Brooklyn has recently had as many as 10 players sidelined because of health and safety protocols, and 3 of its games have been postponed. In this context, the organization decided it could use a part-time all-star. Irving said teammates Kevin Durant and James Harden had always been supportive, and that he stayed in shape in part by playing pickup games in middle school gyms and college gyms. He said he had tried to stay connected with the team throughout the season. Irving said he knew the consequences, but wasn't prepared for them by no stretch of the imagination. According to Irving, when the Nets told him they wanted him back, he didn't hesitate. He said, "Absolutely! This is always where I want to be. I've wanted to be playing with the team in whatever capacity I can do that." And we say, good show, champ. Good show. Okay, speaking of good shows, let's get you. Oops. There we go. Okay, here we go. It was a big old fashioned hoopla dupla on AEW Dynamite, the final AEW Dynamite of the year one on TNT. So they held it at Daly's Place. It was also to be produced by a gentleman who has done a lot for pro wrestling and for sports in general. Keith Mitchell, the producer for AEW and some Turner Sports capacity, retired after Dynamite had ended or came to a close tonight. We have the results, and we had some shockers. So here we go. If I can do this. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Kristen Cage took on Lucha Brothers, Matt Hardy, Private Party, and FTR. And this wound up with a little miscommunication. And FTR Party and Matt Hardy won in that one. The second match had Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. And once again, Matt Lee grabbed a handful of trunks and stole the win. 2.0 and Daniel Garcia won. Wardlow with Sean Spears took on Colin Delaney and won with a power bomb, and again and again and again. So Wardlow won, but I have a feeling Wardlow won't be a happy soldier, because during a promo for, of course, AEW Dynamite moving to TBS January 5th, MJF declared that if Wardlow were to win the AEW Heavyweight Championship, he would have to, by contract, relinquish it to MJF. And the huckster, Mark Sperling, read the fine print to Wardlow, and you could tell he was very pissed. But he didn't show it. He was a classy gentleman. We also said, okay, so we move on. Oh, by the way, we welcome back Jim Ross to the commentary booth with Excalibur and Tony Schiavone. Jim Ross, as you know, had some chemotherapy done for skin cancer. Fight the good fight and kick cancer right in the balls. Speaking of kicking things in the balls, Jade Cargill took on Thunder Rosa for the TBS title tournament semifinals, and it was going Thunder Rosa's way until a mysterious attacker knocked out Thunder Rosa, and Jade Cargill won it. The masked attacker was revealed to be famed wrestler Mercedes Martinez. Ruby Soho charged down with a steel pipe, and that caused both Mercedes Martinez and Jade Cargill to run off. The finals are now set. Cargill taking on Ruby Soho. Let's see here. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly took on Orange Cassidy and Best Friends. Everything was going well for the Best Friends. Then all of a sudden, the Young Bucks came and hit a couple of super kicks. And Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish won. So there you go with a little wrestling report there. Of course, we all know Tony Khan did say he had a big surprise for everyone on the last Dynamite on TNT before they go with a capital ES, TBS. But the biggie, oh, you're going to love this, the big news. The WWE was very high on Toni Storm. How high? They said so much praise about her. Well, to award her, they were so high on Toni Storm, they brought her in to wrestle. Afterwards, they gave her walking papers. That's right. Toni Storm requested her release, actually, from the WWE, and it was granted. She flew herself home from Baltimore earlier today where she was for tonight's WWE live event. In an update through Fightful Select, many people within WWE were blindsided by the news of Storm asking for her release. It was noted by one source how it would have been difficult for WWE to justify not granting someone their release after several rounds of budget cuts in the last year. As noted, the internal memo issued today to announce Storm's departure to the roster did not mention budget cuts, and her name was the only one listed. Storm is, of course, likely under a 90-day non-compete clause, which would make her a free agent when it expires Tuesday, March 29th. No word yet on what she has planned for her future. Toni Storm to AEW. Book it. There you go. So WWE making inroads of stupidity. We're not going to give you spoilers for tonight's Rampage New Year's Smash tapings for the 31st. And let's see, we've already got some things here. And Jim Ross, cancer-free. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. And let's see here. What else we got? You haven't seen Jake Roberts lately. Jake Roberts has tested positive for COVID-19. Oh, lovely. Roberts took to Twitter and announced that he has tested positive for the coronavirus. Roberts then posted a follow-up tweet and says he thinks he got sick while with family or out shopping. He also commented on how AEW President Tony Khan knows he is high risk. Yes, after not going to do my AEW work for nearly 3 months, Tony Khan knows I'm high risk and has gone above and beyond all expectations, trying to keep everyone safe. Pretty sure I got it from family or when I was out shopping, he wrote. While Roberts has been away from AEW, recovering from foot surgery and due to Lance Archer's neck injury and concussion suffered at the end of October, he has still made recent signing appearances. Roberts' positive COVID-19 test is especially concerning as he has dealt with health issues over the years and suffers from COPD, which makes it hard to breathe. He signed a new 2-year deal with AEW back in July and has been with the company since March 2020. By the way, all the news that we give you comes courtesy of Wrestling Inc. And there ye go. right there. So we have done our obligatory wrestling report for now. For more wrestling reports, tune in to our podcast on Spreaker.com from media. There should be a bell somewhere. Bell. There we go. Thank you. By the way, speaking of our Spreaker show, we haven't been doing that for a while because of tech issues on the other side of town. That's where our producer and coho is, Jay the Brain Man. The place where they are temporarily living at this moment has some very wonky internet issues. So we're hoping to get to do our New Year's Eve special, which will be Friday night. We go live to tape at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. That'll be live to tape 11:30 p.m. Eastern. And we're not telling you who we're going to give the give Das Boot to. So just keep watching. I got to put up a promo for it tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. I'm hoping our creative department will be working on that. Okay, right now we are pumping and pooping and peeping and porking here. Let's see if we can't finish up our sports night. Sports night! The lovely Sherry, hi, you need to block that bot. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if I can't block him. How can I block him? Put user, hide user, report user. Okay, somehow I'm going to learn how to block that whatever that bot. Hi Sherry, how you doing? Okay, let's get you some Premier League and everything else. Chelsea and Brighton and Hove Albion tied at 1. Manchester City beat Brentford 1-0. Let's see. Scottish Championship. Kilmarnock and Greenock Morton tied at 1. Scottish League 1. Airdrieonus defeated Queen's Park 1-0. In the Lowlands, it was East Kilbride over Cumbernauld, Colts 3-0. And in Portugal, Vitória Guimarães and Boa Vista tied at 1. Sporting Lisbon over Portimonense 3-2. Excusez-moi. I'm all right. Hope you are too. I am doing great. Hope Christmas was good for you. You got any plans for the New Year's Eve? Has anyone got plans for New Year's Eve? I was going to go to our New Year's Eve shindig downtown Jackson, but unfortunately they canceled that this summer, so we're not going to have a ball drop in Jackson. I'm going to watch the action in Nashville on Fox News, actually. Fox News Channel doing New Year's Eve. No plans, just staying home and celebrate. I'm going to do the same thing Friday night, 11:30. We do live. Yep, 11:30. I got to tape some segments for the podcast on Spreaker.com, so that'll be my duty tomorrow. And I got to clean up around here for little giggles, so I can get ready to pop me some corks of what is it? Those little champagne corks of confetti. Yep, that's what I use. I celebrate at home. I usually will have. I'm going to make macaroni and cheese with. I'm going to have macaroni and cheese soup with little bacon bits. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to. Let's see. If I go to the grocery store, I'm going to get 2 types of soup. And I got a box of macaroni and cheese, so I'm going to make the New Year's Eve meal of traditional New Year's Eve meal, macaroni and cheese soup. And then I will be getting a non-alcoholic beer. And when the clock strikes midnight, we do our podcast, 11:30 on Spreaker.com, powered by iHeartMedia. Thank you. I will be popping the lid off of the beer and drinking a salute to my father. As I always do, it is my tradition to New Year's Eve. Clock strikes 12. I drink a toast to my late father, and then I will take my. Of course, I'll do the sports show afterwards, and then I'm going to sleep. Anyway, we are ready, are we not? Yes, we are. And this is going to be fun. By the way, those of you who are dog lovers and love the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show on FS1, last year they had it at a very ritzy mansion. They were supposed to have it, and I underline what that word, supposed to have it, next year at Madison Square Garden. Well, just a few hours ago, the Westminster Kennel Club emailed members of the media to announce that the 2022 edition of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, scheduled for the Fox Network and Fox Sports in January, has been canceled. So too has the World Junior Hockey Championships. They have just been canceled as well. So COVID-19 and its partner, Omicron, have struck a blow in the sports world yet again. Let's give you the lone score here from the EuroLeague basketball thing, the European Basketball League, or EuroLeague. Monaco beat Maccabi Tel Aviv 82-76. We have an update on the Sacramento Kings Dallas Mavericks game. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It is Dallas by 5, 86-81. And let's see. Other games. Update, third period. The Seattle Kraken and the Philadelphia Flyers are tied at 2. 3 minutes left to play in the third period. The Anaheim Ducks and Vancouver Canucks, the Ducks and the Nucks, yuck, yuck, yuck. They are tied at 1 apiece. That is it. We have did our work today, folks. Did we? Yeah, I think we did. Let's do a fast check of the media brouhaha. Let's see. Dick Vitale, famed basketball commentator for ESPN, is going to be taking some time off the air. Unfortunately, his health troubles are continuing. It's not related to his chemo. Vitale announced that he needs to rest his voice due to problems with his vocal cords. Per a blog post from Vitale himself, acclaimed throat specialist Dr. Steven Zeitels diagnosed him with precancerous dysplasia on the vocal cords and advised him to rest his voice. Zeitels has treated numerous people with famous voices over the years, including Adele, Joe Buck, Roger Daltrey, Steven Tyler, and his work is quite regarded. Vitale also said that his chemo was going well and that he didn't want people to worry if they didn't see him on the air. Vitale has called a handful of games for ESPN this year, returning to the booth for Gonzaga versus UCLA in November. providing a vintage call for Dayton's buzzer-beating win over Kansas days later and gained a massive ovation from the Baylor crowd a couple of weeks ago before calling their win over Villanova. So that is, I mean, he is tough as nails. Get well. Also, by the way, a couple of programming notes, or one big programming note that we got to give you before too long. After the passing of John Madden, the Fox documentary on Madden called All Madden will be streamed as of this moment on both Tubi and Peacock, and will soon be available on ESPN Plus as well. It will also re-air on FS1 twice tonight, and on the Big Rock Daddy Fox on Thursday. So that is an honor. By the way, I think it already aired. The FS1 re-air was airing at 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. both times Eastern, so they may have already aired. But once again, tomorrow Fox will re-air it, and it is going to be streamed on Tubi, which is Fox's owned streaming service, and the NBC Universal streaming service called Peacock. That is it for us. We've did our thing. We will talk to you all tomorrow at somewhat of an auspicious time, known as 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Nothing much going on that time, but we're gonna see you tomorrow, 11:35 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the L2C Media Network, here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. But right now, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you, lovely Sherry. Thank you, Dandelion Fluff. Mwah! To both of you, have a great night on the West Coast. Have a great early morning on the East Coast. And those of you up north of the border, have fun. And we will see you all tomorrow. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. Don't forget, the first week of January, we add Steve Sporty Balls to the title, which means we talk sports, we talk everything, except news. We're going to talk everything fun and happiness. We're going to bring positivity back to life and walk with it all the way to the beach where we will swim with positiveness. So please join us first week of January, the new sports final, Steve's Sporty Balls, and all that fun starts the first week, January 2022. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for your continued support, and I hope you'll smash that like button, smash that thumbs up, because we're going to try to do things to make everybody say, hey, that kid's weird. I like his show. So subscribe, ring that bell, and everything else. Because 2022 is going to be our year, folks. It's going to be the year we take over the media. And we turn it upside down and round and round. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Good night from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk. Have a great night and good morning. Bye-bye, everybody.